Our discussed topic is contraceptive methods. Contraceptive methods. Students, what about contraception? Contraception, that means prevention of conception. Okay, student, prevention of conception, that means contraception. Student, intentional prevention of conception by natural or artificial methods called contraception. What is the meaning of the conception? Conception, that means fertilization of the sperm with the egg cell. Fertilization of the sperm with the ova in the fallopian tube of the female reproductive system that leads to embryonic development or pregnancy. Okay, student, that is called conception. That is, the conception is prevented. Intentional prevention. Okay, intentional prevention of conception by natural or artificial methods is called contraception. Okay, student. Next, contraceptives. Contraceptives which are used for the contraception, that are called contraceptives. Which are the instruments? Which are the instruments that are used in prevention of the conception, that is called contraceptives. Which are the methods, which are the instruments that are used in prevention of the conception? These are called contraceptives. Contraceptives prevent pregnancy by interfering or related with ovulation, fertilization, implantation. Student, ovulation, that means release of the ova from the fully developed ovarian follicle, also called Graafian follicle, matured follicle or tertiary follicle. Okay, that is called ovulation, release of the ova from the matured ovarian follicle, that is called ovulation. Next, fertilization of the sperm with the released ova, released egg cell, that is called fertilization. Fusion of the sperm with the ova, that is called fertilization. Fertilization takes place in the fallopian tube. Okay, definitely it is at the region between the ampulla isthmus junction. Next, implantation. Okay, fertilized egg, zygote, that goes to the gradual or the sequential development and formation of the morula and develops into the blastula. Blastula forms are arranged as a cyst-like structure, that is called blastocyst. That is, the blastocyst is attaches into the wall of the uterus, endometrium of the uterus of female reproductive system, that is called implantation. Student, these are the contraceptives or prevents the pregnancy by interfering with the ovulation, fertilization and the implantation. Okay, contraceptive methods are 6 types. These are the contraceptive methods are 6 types mainly. In this first one is natural methods. Second one is barrier methods. Next, third one is intrauterine devices. In this first one, natural methods. What about the natural methods? Natural methods, these are depend on the principle of avoiding chance of sperms meeting the ovum. Student, natural methods, these are one type of the contraceptive methods, and these are working and depend on the principle of avoiding chance of sperms meeting the ovum. Next student, these are three types mainly. Natural methods are three types. First one is periodic abstinence. Second one is withdrawal or coitus interruptus. And the third one is lactational amenorrhea. This first one, periodic abstinence. What is the meaning of periodic abstinence? Couples avoid coitus from 10th to the 17th day of the menstrual cycle. Student, already you know about the menstrual cycle. This is the periodic cycle, sequential cycle, which is occurred in every 28 or 29 days. Okay, each of the menstrual cycle that takes about 28 or 29 days. After the end of the one menstrual cycle, next menstrual cycle begins with the first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, like that. In this menstrual cycle, from the 10th day to the 17th day, these are the days for menstrual cycle. In these days, couples avoid coitus. Couples avoid sexual intercourse or the coitus, because these are the days, or generally in these days, generally ovulation occurs. Ovulation in the each one of the menstrual cycle that takes about 28 or 29 days, and in this 10th day, between the 10th day and the 17th day, there is a chance for ovulation. Ovulation is generally occurs in these days, because from the 10th to 17th day, couples avoid sexual intercourse. Okay, that is periodic abstinence. Next, withdrawal or coitus interruptus. Male partner withdraw his penis from the vagina of the female, reproductive system, female, just before ejaculation. Student, when ejaculation, just before the ejaculation, males withdraw his penis from the vagina of the female. Student, it is called withdrawal or coitus interruptus. Next, third one, lactational amenorrhea. What is the meaning of the amenorrhea? Amenorrhea, that means absence of menstruation. Menstrual cycle is absent. Menstruation is absence. That is called amenorrhea. Student, ovulation generally not occur during period of intense lactation by the mother. After the parturition, after the delivery, after the parturition, in the mother's mammary glands goes to the development and shows the intensive lactation. Excess amount of the milk is produced from the mother, okay, which is suckling by the growing baby, child baby. Okay, student, by the intense lactation, excess amount of the lactation is from the mammary glands. This leads to the absence of the ovulation, absence of the menstruation. Okay, there is no menstruation, there is no ovulation. Okay, ovulation, absence of the ovulation because by the intensive lactation. Okay, so the sperms are not fertilized with the egg cell or the ova. This is the one of the natural method is called lactational amenorrhea. Next, student, second method, that is barrier methods. What about the barrier methods? Sperms are prevented physically meeting with the ovum by barriers. Barriers, these are one type of the contraceptive methods, student, and prevent the meeting of the sperm with the ovum. Physically meeting is prevented by the sperm with the ovum. Student, barrier methods, popular barrier methods are condom. Condom made of a thin rubber latex sheath, okay, used to cover penis in male and cervix or vagina in female to prevent ejaculated semen from entering into the uterus of females. Okay, student, these are the barriers. Barriers prevents the entry of the sperms into the uterus of the female. Okay, after the ejaculation in the sexual intercourse. Okay, these are the condoms. Also gives protection from the sexually transmitted diseases, STDs. Okay. Next, another student, reusable female barriers. Reusable female barriers. These are diaphragms, cervical caps. Okay, cervix. You know already about the cervix. Cervix is the neck part of uterus. Vagina opens into the uterus through the cervix. Cervical caps also available. Walls also available. Spermicidal creams and jellies, foams. These are the spermicidal creams, foams, jellies. Kills the sperm cells which are enters into the cervix part of the uterus and vagina part of the female reproductive system. Engulf, these are the creams, foams, jellies, engulf or digest the or kills the sperm cells, spermatozoa present in the cell. Next, student, third one, intrauterine devices. Intrauterine devices. Iuds also called. Student, intra, that means inner part, uterine. This is the uterus of the female reproductive system. Devices, these are the small instruments. Okay, Iuds. Devices inserted into uterus by the doctors through vagina. Not only doctors, also possible with the well experienced trained nurses. Okay, devices, these are the devices inserted into the uterus part of the female reproductive system by the doctors or well experienced trained nurses through the vagina of female. Okay, and types of intrauterine devices. Different types of the intrauterine devices are available. Non-medicated intrauterine devices. Non-medicated intrauterine devices, also called lipase loop. Student, these are the non-medicated intrauterine devices. Non-medicated intrauterine devices. Lipase loop. Lipase loop is the non-medicated intrauterine devices. Promote phagocytosis of sperms. Promotes phagocytosis of the sperms by the WBC, which are present at the region of the uterus of female reproductive system. Next, student, another copper releasing Iuds. Copper releasing Iuds. Copper ions suppress the motility. Copper ions These are the copper ions releases by Iuds. Copper releasing Iuds. Copper releasing Iuds. These are present in the uterine part of the female reproductive system. When sperms or semen is entered into the uterus part of the reproductive system, these are Iuds releases copper ions. These are the copper ions suppress the motility, movement and viability. Viability means survival capacity of the spermatozoa and fertilizing capacity of the sperms. Okay, these all amount of the actions are suppressed by the copper ions. Okay, copper T, copper 7, multi-load 375. These are the copper releasing Iuds. Next, hormone releasing Iuds. Hormone releasing Iuds. These are the intrauterine devices release some amount of the hormones. Make the uterus unsuitable for implantation and cervix antagonistic to sperms. Student, these are the hormones make the uterus to unsuitable for the implantation of the blastocyst stage of the embryo. Blastocyst stage of the embryo is not attached to the endometrium of the uterus for further development of the embryo. Implantation is failure. Next, another cervix. Cervix antagonistic to sperms. Student, cervix, neck part of the uterus that shows the against action to the sperm cells. Okay, this is possible by the hormone releasing intrauterine devices. Which are hormone releasing intrauterine devices? Progestasert and levonorgestrel 20, LNG 20, levonorgestrel 20, LNG 20. These are hormone releasing Iuds. Widely accepted method of contraception in India. These are using of the intrauterine devices. Three types of the intrauterine devices. These are most widely accepted method of contraception in India. Most widely used contraceptive methods in India.